and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and 9. Now it's Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First down, Denver.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's got room. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Broncos first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry here for Ken Walker.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's good.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. This is Walker. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Nix. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. That is caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Nix from the shotgun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Open man right side is Ingram. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage.
His kick is good.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Chiefs 6.
Lutz now to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
Goes right back to Smith again. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
29-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. That ball caught. It's Rice. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
17 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He's got a man downfield, Franklin. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
A gain of a yard.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
10-yard line.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing Nix. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
35-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Bunker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point.
Lining up for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Chiefs 20. To kick off for the Broncos.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mahomes now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Dobbins is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
31, Chiefs 20. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
It's certainly
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 77 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line.
31, Chiefs 26. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go play action with Nix. Eluding the pressure right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Nice throw outside the numbers to pick up the first down. It goes down the stat sheet as a short throw, but takes a lot of arm strength to throw it out wide on time. And he made it look easy.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix.
He'll buy some time right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Nix.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Back to the air with Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Nix to the air. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Chiefs 26. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Walker has it. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the 1st half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught Franklin right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11.
1st down, Broncos.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins. 46 yards. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 45, Chiefs 26.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing until the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.